him taking Jake Fromm or Justin Herbert.
I think that they will re-sign Brissett. Probably not outrageous money.
But he's
going to want outrageous money, so they won't re-sign him.
If he wants outrageous money, he's not coming in.
He's not going to
He's not going to get a gig anywhere. Unless he's going to look at some
backup
veteran mentorship over in like the Redskins or something like that. You know?
I mean, but you got to even think they have Dwayne Haskins too. And Dwayne Haskins has really proved himself for the Redskins.
I mean,
yes, he didn't really win a lot. He didn't win a lot, but he did put up good numbers.
As a starter, he won all their games.
Wait,
they won, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
He lost one.
No, I meant
he lost all of the games he was playing.
All the wins that the Redskins had came from Dwayne Haskins. I'm pretty sure.
I think Case Keenum won them one. Pretty sure. Because they have at quarterbacks. It was Dwayne, Case,
Colt.
Colt didn't play it all the season.
Colt McCoy did.
Yeah. They did. He played. He played on Thanksgiving.
Backup to Case Keenum.
He played on Thanksgiving because Dwayne didn't really play.
It's because Dwayne started his career very poorly. He had
Dwayne didn't really start till real late in the season.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to go with Case and Colt.
Yeah, but
and Colt couldn't do anything.
Dwayne lost one game, though. And he got all his wins there, but he still lost, I think, one or two games still.
But his first couple games were real rough. But and then his last two games or something like that.
They steadied off, but...
He was putting up, like, over 200 yards a game.
I think he's going to be great in... Mark my words, he's going to be great in Washington.
They had a coaching change.
Yeah, and after they had a coaching change is when they got over.
That was so stupid. They should have not have fired Jay Gruden.
Well, Jay Gruden, they started off like... They didn't get a single win this season with Jay Gruden. After they fired Jay Gruden, Bill Callahan, right? That's his name?
Yep.
Went 3-8. Which they finished the season with 3 wins.
But
Jay Gruden,
I don't think it was necessarily his fault. I think it was more the front office fault. But they've produced mediocre seasons for a lot of their seasons. Yeah, I mean, they made the playoffs like what? Twice? They didn't even go that far. Twice, 3 times.
Yeah,
but they've had multiple head coaches throughout that time too.
No, Jay Gruden's been their coach for a little while, hasn't he?
Yeah. I think he's been there 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
5 years, I want to say. But Brissett needs to learn the defenses and stop throwing it to T.Y. Hilton.
Because that's all he tried. Because he's like, I'm going to dedicate this season to 12. Okay.
He kept on throwing the ball to Hilton. Granted, Hilton's a great wide receiver.
Yeah, but
best wide receiver they have on their
team.
Zach Pascal showed glimpse of hope, but nothing great. They still have Jack Doyle, but again, they really don't have anybody. It seems like he always looks at T.Y. Hilton for everything.
Yeah. Well, T.Y. Hilton is the number 1 wide receiver. He's going to get majority of the targets, but he can't throw it to him every pass.
But also, I'll say draft. I might pick up someone. Not a day 1 quarterback, not a day 2 quarterback, maybe day 3. Or I could see them picking up. They really wanted to. I know that this guy's going to be upset, but I could see them going after Rosen if Miami sold on Fitzpatrick.
Maybe.
Like if there's,
but he's not going to do. He didn't do much in Arizona. He did jack shit in Miami. He's not going to do anything in Indianapolis.
But as a backup.
Yeah, Josh Rosen didn't really play it all this season, did he?
No.
He started for them. He started for them. And then was ass terrible, so they brought in
Let's talk about
Fitzmagic.
Ryan Fitzpatrick leading the team in rushing yards with under 300 rushing yards.
That just shows you how bad the Dolphins were this season when your fucking quarterback has more rushing yards than anybody on the team.
But they still weren't the worst team in the league. And they still knocked the Patriots out of the number 2 seed.
Which is, I never in a million years will I understand how that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next topic. Kyle Long says he is stepping away from football. Do you think he is actually stepping away, or do you think he's going to, maybe take a coaching job or like an analyst job?
I don't think he'll completely step away from football, but I think he's done playing. I think after the last 2 seasons, he's been injured more than he's played. Yes, in his prime,
him a lot. Yeah.
In his prime, he was one of the best guards in the league.
Oh, he was the best guard in the league. How many sacks did he allow?
Not many in his prime.
No.
But the past couple seasons, when he was healthy, even then he was all right, but he was never as good as he was in his prime.
No. But I think most people in Chicago and Bears fans can all agree that it's probably best that he did step away for his body.
Yes.
So
he's kind of old too, isn't he?
He's 31.
Yeah. He's getting there. He's not entirely done, but he's getting
there. 31.
That's what I said.
You said 30.
I said 31. Did I not say 31?
Oh, maybe. They did not record that. Whatever. But I can see him getting an offensive line coaching job, but only if it's in Chicago. I don't see him going anywhere but Chicago. Like, he even last offseason, he took a pay cut to stay in Chicago. Because that's where he was drafted. That's where he got his big break with Chicago.
Yeah.
I couldn't see him going anywhere else. Like, the Bears, to me, are not the Bears without Kyle Long. Because he's been there forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next topic. What's the next topic? Greatest football game ever played, in your guys' opinion.
I went old school on this one.
Which one do you think is the best game ever played?
Best game ever played was actually back in 1962.
Wait, is this NFL, just NFL, or NFL and college?
I chose NFL.
Okay, you can do college. We'll do NFL and college.
I would say just quickly, the best college game I would have to say is the Iron Bowl with Auburn.
Oh,
taking
definitely.
It back. I would say that one.
The kick six.
Yep, the kick
Chris
six.
Davis.
Yep.
You're gonna hate what my.
But the greatest game I would have to say was
Aaron Rodgers' comeback game.
No, that's not it. It's the college game. Since you mentioned that,
greatest game is I would have to say is it's back in 1962. It's called the Epic of Miami. It was between the Chargers and the Dolphins. Back January 2nd. It was the first week of playoffs. It was the wild card. Chargers started the game at. I'll give you a little insight. Chargers started the game 21-0. They started off destroying the Dolphins. So then the Dolphins, coached by Don Shula, they benched the starting quarterback for Don Strock, and then it became an offensive shootout. It went to a 38-38 overtime. 41 Chargers became the win. Kellen Winslow has a playoff record 13 receptions game. He actually blocked a key kick in overtime that game. And this is the reason why I think it was truly the best game is Kellen Winslow throughout that whole entire game was treated for a pinched nerve in his shoulder, dehydration, severe cramps, and a gash in his lip that required stitches. And he literally, after the game, had to be held up by two teammates and walked out of the field.
That's
and
insane.
It's still being shown in the NFL to this day.
That's
that
insane.
photo.
That is insane.
And that's why I think it truly is, because it represents...
Oh, I know what game you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, it truly represents what an NFL comes down to in playoffs, I think, is everybody has to put their bodies on the line. Bodies on the mind. Well, their mind is also got to be focused on there too, and everything, and that you see how much these players are actually sacrificing,
Yeah.
And Winslow, he is one of the best tight ends, and that's why I think it's probably one of the best games. It's just because of that.
My greatest game, in my opinion, is when I think they were unranked. The unranked Badgers took out the top-seeded Ohio State. They were severely heavy underdogs. And you got to think, at the start of the game, they take the opening kickoff back. You knew it was going to be an amazing game from the kickoff, literally the kickoff. And then by That was my best college game. My best NFL game, Ice Bowl, hands down.
Yeah, Ice Bowl would be up there.
Ice Bowl is because you got to think
It's gonna be a pain to be in the Ice Bowl though. Imagine
they played in negative 46-degree weather
with the wind chill.
with the wind chill.
you don't get in this day and age.
None,
Everybody would be like, "Oh, it's too cold.
nobody in the
Let's
NFL.
just call this game off."
Nobody in the NFL.
Schedule.
Nobody in the NFL in this day and age would ever play that game. You didn't even have guys like Bart Starr, Boris Gregg, or fuck what's his name?
That or they're going to need about 50 torpedo heaters on the sidelines.
Just to melt all the snow.
It was a great game between two of the best coaches in NFL history, and it ended in dramatic fashion with Bart Starr. There's actually a funny story behind that. Do you know why the guy went the fullback does this when he gets to the end?
No.
So back in that day, right, you weren't allowed to push the quarterback in, and he thought he was getting the ball, but then Bart just took it and went in, and this guy didn't see that. So his fullback was shit and just kind of reached over, because back in those days you weren't allowed to push the quarterback in. Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks it's because they scored a touchdown. He singled his touchdown. He's like, no, I didn't touch him. That's the funny story behind that play that I heard. All right, Austin, your best game ever played.
I have two, and it's between the same two teams. Not this season, but the 2 seasons before, Ohio State and Penn State games.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Those were, classic games. Classic rivalry games. Because Ohio State, both times, were down big in the second half and found ways to come back and win the game. That's all I got to say on that.
I will have to say my best NBA game ever played, hands down, Michael Jordan's flu game. Game 6 of the championship. Guy plays with the flu and scores their game-winning basket, and
he led
puts the Bulls on his back, wins them their 3rd championship in I don't know how many years. That's their 2nd three-peat they went on.
MJ's only great because of Pippen. I said it. Kobe's the GOAT.
Oh.
I agree.
Okay, so next topic. Do you think Arenado will get traded? And if he does, to where? Nolan Arenado, Colorado Rockies.
Third baseman.
Baseman.
I think he won't get traded.
Isn't it the Dodgers that are?
I heard the Dodgers are talking. The Braves, I could see him going to, though.
Oh, yeah, it's the Braves that are pushing really hard.
Yeah.
Yankees are too.
I could see the Braves getting him.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly,
the Yankees are pushing hard to get everyone. They have money they can throw away.
The Braves are the only team that I could see Colorado trading to.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't think they're going to trade him.
I think they're doing the same thing the Brewers are doing with Josh Hader.
Yeah, they're just looking to see. Because I think it's nothing more than, a team. Obviously, people will be asking about Nolan or Arenado.
Yeah.
Just like teams are asking the Angels for Mike Trout. Hey, Dodgers, what are you going to do for Cody Bellinger? Just to see what's out there.
Yeah.
But nobody's actually going to go trade him. I think that 8-year, $260 million deal that he got last season.
Mike Trout?
No, Nolan Arenado they got from the Rockies.
Yeah.
Says enough that he won't get traded unless the Rockies are getting a lot in return.
Yeah, unless they're trying to. The Yankees are competitive. Or the Yankees. The Rockies. Damn it. The Rockies are competitive now. They're no means a
Playoff contender.
They're a playoff contender.
I think that they're about.
They're not a world champion.
They're not good. No.
They're on the verge of, I think, getting in and getting out.
So maybe, if they trade Arenado, then they're in rebuild.
Yeah.
If they trade,
they still have John Gray and Story, who's shown off pretty good on their team. They still have building blocks on their team to get over the edge.
But Arenado, he's getting a little bit older.
He's 28, I think. I want to say 28, 29.
So he's still in his prime.
He's still in his prime, but once that contract's done.
But it's an 8-year contract, is it not?
And he's in his second year.
Exactly, so he's still got 6 years.
Yeah.
So.
I will say...
Oh, no, this will be his second year, sorry.
This is a crazy... You guys are going to think I'm insane, but if he does get traded...
To the Brewers, I swear to God.
I was going to say, he could definitely get traded to the Brewers, because they need a third baseman right now.
They aren't spending $260
They're not. I know they're not.
The Brewers,
I know it's a stretch.